Let's say we have the two vectors A, which equals to 1, 5, and B, which equals to 6, 3. And we're asked to find A plus B. We can state that this equals to 1, 5 plus 6, 3. And the result is the new vector we obtain by adding 1 with 6 and 5 with 3. So that would be equal to 1 plus 6 and 5 plus 3. That's equal to 7, 8. And we're done. We've just added the two vectors A and B. And we can also subtract one vector from another in exactly the same way. For instance, let's say we have to find A minus B. Well, this will equal to 1, 5 minus 6, 3. And using the same method as we just did, we can state that this equals to the new vector defined as 1 minus 6, 5 minus 3. In other words, we're subtracting the x-coordinate of B from the x-coordinate of A and the y-coordinate of B from the y-coordinate of A. Finally, we can state that the vector A minus B equals to 1 minus 6, which is negative 5, and 5 minus 3, which is 2. And that's the final answer. And so we now know how to add and subtract with vectors. But what if we multiplied one of these vectors by a number? For instance, let's say we multiplied A by 3. In other words, let's say we had to find the vector 3A. Well, if we multiply this vector A by 3, all we have to do is multiply both of the coordinates, the x and the y, by 3. Here's what I mean. This equals to 3 times the vector 1, 5, and that's equal to the new vector, which we define as 3 times 1 and 3 times 5. Finally, we can state that 3 times A equals to 3, 15. And we're done. We've just multiplied the vector A by 3. And so that's how we can do the basic operations with vectors. In our next tutorial, we'll be learning about linear combinations of vectors. For now, though, that's it for this tutorial.